All right, start off by saying I apologize for the wind noise at first. It's very hot and I need to cool down this engine. So, radiator has to come out. Now, this does require you to vacuum out the AC system, but I've seen a couple tricks or people saying they've done it a different way, so I'm gonna try it their way first. And then if not, if all fails, I'll tear the bumper off and we'll do it the other way. Or not even tear the bumper off. I don't know, we'll see what happens when we get closer. But first thing we're going to have to do is remove all these plastic push pins connecting this plastic to the car and bumper. Now, according to the gentleman online, we're going to go ahead and remove this left headlight. $10mm. And there'll be two connectors at the bottom. One here and one there. Time to get these connectors off. Flathead screwdriver, whatever you have, will work just fine. Bottom one. I did take off the negative battery terminal. Had to zip tie it because this wire is so tight it just kept flipping back on there. But if this way doesn't work, I'm gonna have to move a lot of other sensors, so I don't want the car getting mad at me. Okay, now that frees up the side here. So to get this condenser out and and rotate it up and out of the way without removing it, I'm gonna brainstorm for a second. While I'm brainstorming, this is the top of the radiator supports, 13mm. I'm going to go ahead and separate the condenser, which is a 10mm, but it's right there. Just using a shallow socket. That one's going to take a while, and then the other one is right up top, right there. And if you come right here, there's one up here too. So now that those are out, got to get rid of this no matter what. Whether both way of doing it, you still got to remove this. So these are just also another 10mm. You can leave this bracket here, but this has all got to come out of the way. So two up top. And then we're going to get an extension. We're going to go through the front bumper right here and remove these two 10mm in there. Okay. Should just be a wiring harness right here. Yep. I really appreciate the guy who came in here before me and broke off all those plastic retainer clips. That was awesome. That was a boatload of fun to get off. Whew. All right. I gotta figure out how to get that off. Had to go underneath there and manually release it. Just tilt this up and away. All right, that's free. Got a lot of space. This is free. Let me see if how it's held on at the bottom. Usually they're in there like little slots. So we'll see. Yep, that's what it's looking like. I'm not gonna be able to show you this, but I gotta go down there and release it. All right, I found the guy on the bottom left-hand corner on the passenger side. There's this other 10mm holding on this, and yeah, that one's just a clip. So I'm gonna get a swivel socket and get that one off. Very easy, but I got it. Kind of looks like a little Jeep symbol right there. Okay, now the condenser is free. Here goes nothing. Let's see if this guy was right or he was just trolling. Mostly just want to pay attention to these AC lines. Man, it'd be helpful. I mean, the whole point of doing this is not to take off the front bumper, but it would be a lot easier to spin this thing without the front bumper. Okay, there's this. Okay, so to make sure I can't loosen up these AC lines at all. No, okay. I'm going slow on purpose. Again, you don't want to damage any of these AC lines, but so far so good. Yeah, I am taking it easy for a reason. Just gonna keep on double checking your work. You don't want this job to turn into a okay, I will say that might be possible. All right, so let's get the radiator drained. That's gonna be the next thing. I don't know what side it's on. It's probably over here. So let's go grab ourselves a nice drain. Oh, with you being on my head, I hope you can see it, but here's the drain. And right here is, right here is the actual, where you gotta twist it to loosen it up. Lefty loosey. Hope you can see it, but you guys will figure it out, trust me. Huh. There it goes, finally. Now I'm just gonna let that drain for a good while. Okay. You're gonna hear it drain a lot faster now. Oh, it's draining everywhere now. Get another bucket. There. For the most part, it's drained. There's a lot of stuff in here, so let's go ahead and we can start by ooh, these clamps. There we go. I'm gonna tilt it upwards because that's gonna help me out later. See, now you probably hear that draining more in the background. While I'm waiting time to, let's get this. Slide those back. These lines are fairly simple, just put a pick down in here somehow. Your new radiator comes with the new one, so you just gotta pop out. Just like so. See? Now there's really nothing holding these in besides it just being stuck in there, so give it a nice little wiggle, wiggle, and tug, and we got 10mm back here. I want to go ahead and get out. And I'm going to come down here and do the same thing for this one. Just slide it out. Just easier said than done when you can't get behind there. So I mean, does not removing the bumper save you a lot of time? I mean, I don't know. Quite frankly, when you got to squeeze in little spaces like this, you kind of want to, I don't know. Most of the time I don't mind doing extra steps if it makes future, stuff like this easier, because this sucks. I get a catch pan underneath here for that. I don't know if that's an oil cooler or a trans cooler. I don't know. Let's see what that is. Ooh, definitely trans cooler. Well, maybe not. Hold on. Let me get more. Oh, yeah. That's a trans cooler. So, get that hose and angle it upwards so that it holds a lot in there. So you don't have to worry about having to put more transmission fluid in here. Oh, there it is. This is where you make your mess. Get you a catch can ready. Safety glasses on. You can tell this is where it's been leaking really bad. So I got the lower radiator hose removed. So the whole flaw with this process of not removing everything else is, so it's not a big deal. It is what it is, because this radiator is bad no matter what, but you have to break off. I had to break off these clips that right here holding on this top. So it'd be, I had to stuff a screwdriver in here, break this off, and then this run you're able to lift up and pry up. And this is where I'm at now. I got this one up and off. But I say that because if you come back here and look, this can't go any higher than this. And it has on top of here, on top of the fan shroud, it has little hooks that hook onto the top of this, which can't get above here because this can't go any far forward. But anyways, it's all done. Time to remove it. Get the final drain out of it. Like I said, if it was me personally, again, there are ways not to remove this, so that's not even a big deal. I would rather just take off the entire bumper and get all this free space to work with. That's just me. But if you're doing it at your house and you don't have any equipment to vacuum out and refill your AC system. I get it, but this way does work, I guess. Just, it's not very friendly. Okay, I'm getting caught on this fan shroud again. Push the fan shroud back and lift up, and she's free. Okay. Now, like any, you're gonna use your rubber grommets again. That's a given. No one wants to give a few extra cents for those. Okay, so here's the nice pretty new one from Auto Shack. Not a sponsor, although they should, because I've purchased probably 100 radiators from them, I think. And again, I've never had a problem with any one of them. Honestly, you can't beat the prices. And where I'm at, it's 2-day shipping, so it's also good for everybody. Okay, quick inspection. You want to make sure the drain is closed and you got your Jesus clips in there. I don't know what they're really called, but that's what I'm told they're called. So yeah, get your rubber grommets put back on, which they never ever fit right in there. So I'm just gonna go and put them back down there in that hole. Just take your time. Okay, right, here's a pane. Okay. Okay, just trying to get lined up on those rubber pegs. But I can't see anything, so that's what's unfortunate. This fan shroud's blocking me. There we go. There, it's farther in there now. Okay. They're not in the slots yet, but I have to tilt the radiator back to set the fan shroud in. Since you're watching this, you know how to do it the right way now. So there, it's in. Now let's go ahead and just reattach the hoses. Now here's how I had to do it. Don't put the fan shroud on just yet. What you want to do is get the rubber grommets and the radiator put into place, and then you can go ahead and put the fan shroud on. So I did it backwards, which, like I said, you know, based off what GM suggests, everything, tires, wheel well folded back, this, and there's actually a couple videos already online on it. That's why I didn't want to film this job, but I figured, hey, since there's that different way of doing it, I'm gonna try it and film it for you guys. So this is the different way. Is it any easier? Could be, I guess. I mean, I don't think so. I would, again, if I could go back and do it again, I would have just went ahead and removed the bumper. But hey, like I said, I didn't do that. And I paid dearly for it, because this job probably would have took longer this way. But it's not gonna take long for you, because again, you're gonna watch this video and know already that all you have to do is what I showed you. Okay. All right, so where's the lines at? Here's the line. Here's the other one. Here's the other one. All right. This, make sure there's nothing else I need to put in. No. On this side. This pushes in there. So it took a little maneuvering, but easiest thing to do is kind of pull out one of the clips, shove it in. Make sure you put these locks back. You know, they seem stupid, but they do serve a purpose, just in case that, I don't know, for whatever reason that clip tries to pop out. That's got it locked in, everything's good to go. All right, so now let's move on. This job's taking long enough. Let's, oh, look at that. Oh, okay, it's gone depressed too far. Oh, I hate these things. Ugh. There, like I said, these things are terrifying. Okay. There. Here it goes, nothing. Get this. Okay. All right, sorry about the close-ups, folks. All right. I know what I'm missing. Alright, over here. Over here on this old one, we're gonna need these little blocks. So you're gonna need a pick. I guess that's a way for them to save 15 cents. Since these don't actually line up perfectly, we're gonna have to oh, this is gonna suck, guys. It's gonna be very time consuming. There we go. Oh boy. All right, so I'm gonna have to do that for all the ones I can possibly reach. All right, so I got it. Actually, I was only missing the one on this side. All the rest of them had it, so thankfully. So yeah, like I said, it wasn't too bad then. I got these in, holding the condenser in. Condenser's in there nice and tight. Now we can Time to put the headlight back in. Which you can't see this one, but it's underneath here. Trust me, it's there. Okay. Now we just gotta, there we go. These are all gonna be 10 millimeters. Okay, last thing, make sure you got your wiring harness hooked up, all your screws are back in, everything is in there nice and solid, looks all pretty. And now I gotta find all new. These I can reuse. Yeah, these I can actually reuse because those are the only ones that weren't broken. So I'll have to see if I have the right size, and if not, I'll head up to, have to see what I can find online for cheap for them, or talk to GM. Tell them I need push pins, plastic rivets, whatever. Okay, the rest are all the same size. So, now, this requires Dex Cool. So, only put Dex Cool. I'm not a coolant professional. I can't tell you what all the colors or different chemical makeups, but I do know if GM says put Dex Cool in it, put Dex Cool in it. If you're low on fluid, don't get, oh, hey, this is made for every single vehicle under the sun, because my beef with that is every vehicle has their own chemical makeup of what they want in it. So, just put Dex Cool in there. Now we will hear it, or see it. There you go, see it slowly draining into there. It's gonna speed up quite a bit once we start the vehicle, so we're going to have to bleed all the air out of it. First things first, let's make the car live again. Now to do our due diligence to make sure there's no leaks or anything, we're going to go ahead and start it, and I'm going to back it up a couple feet. Alright, we're going to make it hot. Right there. I'm gonna turn it on high. We're gonna want to open up that heater core and get our coolant ready. Because once it opens and starts circling, it's gonna suck this out, and we're gonna have to keep it full. So I broke out the oil tail because there's no hot or cold gauge on the screen, so we're at almost 150 degrees, the engine coolant temperature. Intake air is 82, which, you know, makes sense because it's pretty hot in here. We need that to be up, probably factories around 180, 190. We just need that thermostat to open up and just suck this through the whole system and bleed the air out. Going on 180 degrees right now. Thermostat still has not opened. 181. Coming up on 190. There's 190. I mean, I'm not going to say it's going to happen this time. Usually, you know, when the thermostat opens, when, you know, I dumped out quite a bit, so that thing should drop quite a bit. You'll see it drop or bubble up a little bit, which is working the air bubbles out. Don't be alarmed if it doesn't open right away, just because it's not digital, it's mechanical. So it could just take a little bit to, pretty cool how they work. At 200 degrees. From 200 down to 195, so I'm thinking the thermostat did open. So I'm gonna go in there and just give it some gas. There's the bubbles. Hopefully you can see that on video. There's the bubbles I'm talking about. That's the air bubble popping up and releasing. That's what you want to see. Now eventually, once all the air is out, we'll see that temperature drop. Now we're at 215. See it drop down now. It's time consuming, but it's a very simple process. Yep, like I said, there it is. It's just working all those bubbles out. Air bubbles. It was up to 220, now we're down to 208 and dropping. 206. That's the air getting out. So now there's no bubbles in there. So now the coolant is flowing freely, just cooling down that engine quite a bit. And that's how you bleed out the air. I'm gonna go ahead and end this right here. Kind of a long one. 204 degrees right now. Now to sum it up, a couple tips. I wouldn't do it that way personally. Like I said, there is a way. I'll leave his video in the description. Check his video out. That's the way I would do it. Very detailed. It's a long video, very detailed, and it does not require you to do anything with the air conditioning lines. Just like I said, I would do it that way because it's just such a pain with all these little tight spots where if you do a couple extra steps like remove the bumper support, you have free access to everything, and it's just smooth as can be. But I didn't want to film it that way because he already did such a good job doing it. I filmed it this way. Again, I would never do that again. So hope this video helps. If so, be sure to hit that like button. Also, if you can, support my channel, hit that super thanks and show some love. But if not, at least subscribe and we'll get back to you if we have any more videos. On this vehicle, that is. I always have videos for you.